Hey guys, it's Way here, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to complete the brand new Fantasy Football SBC the cheapest and easiest way. As of right now, this will set you back just under 20,000 coins on both consoles, and in return it gives you a UCL 3 player pack. By this stage of the game you probably all know what that is. It gives you 3 Champions League blue cards, one of which is rare, and typically they're pretty good. I've got some really good luck in them in the past, and I'm sure many of you have as well. And a good thing about this, the Champions League cards you get from it are very useful for the Refuse to Lose SBC, which came out at the same time as this, and that gives you a 50k pack. I have already done a video on that. If you guys check my channel, I literally just uploaded it before this one. So we're going to get straight on into it. It's quite a simple SBC to complete and not too expensive. I would personally recommend doing it. You get a UCL 3 players pack, as you guys can see from the rewards, and going into the requirements you need a minimum of 1 Spanish player. You also need a maximum of 3 players from the same league, a minimum of 3 nationalities in your squad, and an 82 rating with 70 chemistry. Now there's a very simple way of doing this. Get yourself a Spanish goalkeeper, regardless of who it is. You guys can go with Kepa, you could go with Pepe Reina, you could go with loads of different ones from La Liga. Go with one that's fairly high rated, kind of like maybe an 81 to 84 rating overall. You've got probably about 10 different players you could use there. You guys may have a Spanish keeper in your club. If not, just look on the transfer market. Now I've gone with Kepa. So fairly cheap. I got him for 850 coins, and then go with a centre back who plays in the same league, so in this case the Premier League, but for a different nation. So I've got John Stones, who's obviously English, and try and keep all the players in your squad kind of like around 82 rated, so anywhere from 83 down to like 79 should be okay. That's what I've gone with here. I've got 3 83s, I believe, with Felipe, Kepa and Lucas. I've got some 79s with Danilo and Fernando, and then I've got a variety of 80s, 81s, all that kind of rating there. If you guys obviously don't get an 82 rating, you guys can get some higher rated players. If you have an 82 rating, just take away some of your higher rated ones until you can get it by using like the lowest rated squad possible, if that does make sense. But once you've done that, just build the rest of your team from one specific nation, and it makes it so easy. So I've already used England and Spain, so I just used Brazilians throughout the rest of my team. You guys could go with just any popular nation really, France, Germany, Brazil, Argentina. Like there's so many different options, but try and go with a popular nation that's got a lot of players on the game in a variety of leagues, as you can only use a maximum of 3 players from the same league, and you want them to be fairly high rated. So I went with Brazil. You don't need to have everyone in the perfect positions. I've got a centre back in at right mid with Mike on there. I've also got this guy here, what's his name, Felipe, in at the left back position, and he's obviously a centre back, and I've got lots of players off chemistry here. If you guys do copy me player for player and don't quite have enough chemistry, that's because I've got loyalty, but don't worry, like you guys can do loads of things to get higher chemistry, like even swapping that round gets me up more, and then you could just go with like obviously any Brazilian right mid who's 80 to 83 rated or so would fit perfectly in there. Any Brazilian left back, like you could maybe do this, and then you could get Dani Alves in at right back to get the strong link into Marcelo. Like there's loads of different options there, but I'm just doing this with players I already have in my club. I always get a lot of comments from people saying it doesn't quite work if they copy me exactly because they don't have loyalty, but that's not the point of these videos. I don't show you guys a squad that you can all copy, because if everyone copies me and gets the same players, they're all going to rise in price, and it's not going to be the cheapest way of completing it. These videos are just here to show you guys a template and pretty much just show you how to complete the SBC cheaply, so you guys can then complete it by either getting cards you already have in your club or from the transfer market, and you can do it your own way, and that way it's going to be the cheapest possible way of completing it, because player prices vary as well. What I say could be the cheapest at one point may not be the cheapest in a day or two, so if you guys look on the market and look through your clubs, you'll be able to do this a lot cheaper, but just follow the same kind of formula and the same kind of template that I'm showing you right here. A very easy way though, as I said, is just to get yourself your Spanish goalkeeper, your centre back from the same league, and then just build the rest of the team from a different nation. Just make sure that you're not using more than 3 players from the same league, as it won't work, and you're good to go really. So we're going to submit that. We get a UCL 3 player pack, which I haven't got the best of luck in recently, although at the beginning of the game I got some really good players from, so hopefully my luck's going to change. I'm actually just thinking, are these tradable? I think they might actually be tradable. I said they were untradeable at the beginning of the video. I'm pretty sure these are tradable. At least I hope so, because I want to sell someone if I get someone good. So yeah, this pack is actually tradable. It doesn't say anything here about it being untradeable, so hopefully we can get someone good. It will cost me about 20k to do this SBC. That is if I bought the players and completed it like from scratch, but I was just using cards I already had in my club, which made it a lot simpler to complete. So anyone worth like 10, 15k or more I'd be happy with. Give me a walkout. Okay, we're not getting a walkout. We could still get loads of really good players though. There are loads of non-walkouts who are still good. This doesn't look like one of them. This definitely doesn't look like one of them. It is a Boubacar, who is 81 rated. Not ideal. He does actually have a good card. I believe he's still got 5-star skill moves, but like I don't think he has any value at all. If you guys get anyone who's like 82 to 84 rated, or obviously higher rated, the better. But if you get anyone that kind of rating, they actually go for a good amount just because of the SBCs available right now. Look at this, even a random 81 rated card like a Boubacar, is he actually going for 10k? Some of these cards are just really expensive. I think a lot of the Portuguese League ones are really expensive because of the wide variety of high rated cards in that league that people use for SBCs. Like you could link this guy to Bastos, Danilo Pereira, Jonas, loads of players there. So he actually goes for about 8k, which isn't too bad at all. I'm not sure if like all 81 rated players are going for that kind of amount. If that is the case, then that's not bad at all. Like you guys can make some really good profit from this SBC. Traore is going to be going for a lot less just because I think it's limited to rare cards in that SBC that's just been released today. But he'll probably still go for a little bit. And then Benaglio, I don't really think is going to go for much. We can list him for like 1.8 or so. And hopefully get a sale on him. And there we go. We've made some coins back, over 10,000, and I didn't really spend anything on this SBC. And that's getting an 81 rated player back. So even if you guys get something really bad, you still stand a good chance of being able to make a lot of your coins back. And anything good will make you guys profit. I'd personally recommend actually investing in Champions League cards now, especially the better cards. If you guys start investing in the kind of high rated cheap ones, that's probably not the best time now just because they're inflated because of SBCs. But if you look for really good players who aren't going to be traded into SBCs, they'll have just been packed a lot and dropped down in price. So now could be a good time to pick some of those up, and they will rise in price in the future. So hope you guys enjoy. Let me know down below in the comments who you got in your pack, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.